to cover it and be able to fix some of the challenge I had last class. All right. So for you to follow up with the class with the 100 days of coding, it's also very important that you fork this particular repository that I've created. Then after forking it, you have the copy, your own copy of whatever I'm teaching. So that is the first thing you need to do to follow up on the class. And I noticed that um, in the repo, you can't create any file. You have to follow pattern, and that pattern is that the file which you are going to be using for your code must be on the primary folder. What I mean by primary folder is that this place we have folder which is the one folder. So this is what we did on the day one folder. So I'll just close up the folder. So you are required to work with this only file. So what we have to do is very simple. We'll be writing all our code on this main.py. Then when we are done, we can create another folder like say the two, and then this folder we are not going to run any code in this folder. When we are done running it on the main, then we can move it to this day to create another main folder on the primary folder. So basically, this primary folder is main. So you are not required to move this file. If you move this file inside this day 2 and run it, it will not run. Now, if I come here now, even though I rename this man to this file, this day 2 file, the one file rather, name it to main.py. Then if I name it to main.py and I try to run it, it's not going to run. It will still run this particular file. Are you getting me? It will still run this particular file. Even though if I rename this file now, this main to another file and try to run it again, you notice that I will have some error like such a file, which means that you need to follow a particular and try to sorry. Okay, let's go back. So if you come here to run this particular file again, it will not run. So it is very important you follow a particular pattern, and when you follow that pattern, you are good to go. Yeah, you can create as much as folder you want, but when you are done writing, you can simply move the file to this day 2. Then if you click on here, this file is now in day 2. Here we are day 1 file. So if you want to write another code, you are required to create a new folder, right? So I can come here and create a new file. Okay, make sure that this file is not in any folder. Make sure that it's not in any folder. It's actually in folder 1. So so you can create it like this. Then I'll just come here main.py. So this main.py now, make it click and then you run. We now have let me clear run it. When you run, you should be able to have access to okay, let's run it again. Okay, main.py. me run that. Print. Let's try that again. Hello. Try to run that and see. Okay, that is it. So you need to follow a particular pattern. When you are done, you can move, create a folder, then move that particular code there. If you want to run the same code, copy it and paste on the main. So it is very important that you use main.py. And one interesting thing about this platform that most people don't know is that, let me show you something, the way that you can as well code and be able to track your code live. Say I have Ripple there. Let me log in on this account. Probably so now this is another account I have. So on this account, let's say I'm in cohort, a particular cohort, and this other account is also in a particular cohort, right? And then we are asked to carry out a project, and this project needs everybody to be online for us to work as a team. So the era of you doing the project on your own and then later put everybody through is no longer acceptable. So you are required to work together online, be able to, this will help us track your progress and know when you start working. So whatever you are doing here must be recorded, be tracked from the time you started and the time you end coding. And one thing about this, like I said, the more the fascinating about this is the live contribution. Let's say I want to invite Mr. A to join me in coding. Anybody have any Ripple account? If you have a Ripple account, you can log in, indicate, let me send you my invitation. So I can decide to invite multiple people, or I'll just click here to create a link. So this link can help you track whatever I'm doing, any code I'm writing. So you click on it and nobody have any Ripple. Can you, anybody, if you are logging on your Ripple, let me know so that I will drop the link for you. Okay, let me drop the link for everybody. So this will track whatever I'm doing tonight. You'll be seeing it live. So let me come here and press it, then click. And when I click, you will see, when you open here, you will see whatever I'm doing. You can see that I'm currently writing on a Hello World. So if I come back here and decide to create a variable, let's say full name, then equals to right now. As I'm typing, you'll be seeing all the stroke. You'll be seeing all the stroke from A to Z. I have like some person that have joined me, so you'll be seeing all the whole stroke. When you come here, you see the same thing here. So whatever I'm coding here, you will see all the whole stroke. Even though you are not in the live class, but as I'm typing whatever I'm doing here, you will see everything, all the whole stroke from A to Z. So it is very you leverage on this technology. You leverage on this technology. So those people that are joining me, you can be seeing what I'm doing. All right. So let's start the class. So what we are going to do now is to do a recap of our previous class we had. To do a recap, which is very, very important. Leverage on the recap section And uh, some people may find it very difficult to cope. But however, I'm going to start from the basic. Hopefully, they can meet up. All right, today class, we will start with the basic. In every programming language, um, like HTML and CSS, for the browser to see or track whatever you are doing, to help to track the changes and see whatever you are doing. It's also very important to, let's say, let's say in HTML, you are writing a particular code in HTML and you want to print that code for everybody to see it, or maybe want to want to see how the code look like. Of course, it is very important that in HTML you need to put your live server on, then make sure that a particular element has a content that you are styling. So what you are coding and what you are seeing is totally different, right? In JavaScript, they use what we call console.log. Most people will know that. If you want to get the result of whatever you are writing, you use console.log. Now, the reason why you are doing this because as you are learning, you don't have all the technology to leverage on at that particular time. You need to be conversant with the syntax. Very, very, you need to be very, very conversant with the syntax. If you are conversant with the syntax, then you can then explore other options. Now, one thing about learning back-end engineer or back-end engineering is that first, don't skip any code you don't understand. Very, very important. You must understand every line of code. Make sure that whatever you are doing, you know why you are doing it. Don't just do it because Skyline is doing it. If you don't understand any line of code, there are a lot of resources around, like AI, that can help you put you through on any of the line of code you don't understand. If you don't understand what to sprint, can go to ChatGPT, go to Meta AI. We have a code pilot that will help you break down this code. Now, the one thing, the fascinating about this platform is that this platform can also help you break down code. If there's any code I don't understand, or maybe there's something I want to write, I don't even know how to do it. Now, what you need to do is very simple. You come to this place, Ask AI. Now, you just say hi and enter. Then this option will come. Right? When this option comes and you have a particular code you don't understand. So what you need to do is that, let's say I have a code here and I don't understand this code. Can copy this code and ask the AI, please explain this code with example. Then paste the code here and send to the AI. Now, when you send to the AI, you have to be very. Now, when you send to the AI and it says, let's break down this code and understand how it works with examples. Now, understanding the code, it says chat equal to Skyline. This line create a variable named chat and assign it to string value, which is Skyline in Python. A strings are a sequence of characters enclosed in quotation marks. Then the second one is this line create a variable name item and assign it a list containing 4 strings: Skyline, ICT, Consult, and LTD. Lists in Python are ordered collections of items enclosed in square word bracket. Now he said, example, here's how we can use those variables. Assessing individual elements. Chart0 will print the first character of the skyline, which is what? Skyline, which is in Python, a string indexing start with what? 0. So he was able to break this code down for you. And then he has example and he'll be able to give you key points, break it down in a way you will understand. He can even come here and say, create a Python function that records user input and print them. Then send. So wait. So probably the network is not working. So I'm just trying to explore the platform and the way you can use these resources to help yourself grow. What we are doing is to look for all possible opportunity to give you a platform that will help you learn. Unlike JavaScript, where most people are not following up. But be rest assured, with this particular software, there is a lot to achieve. So what you need to do is calm down and learn, explore. In your quiet time, explore, learn, watch YouTube videos on how to use this platform. Like I said, this is just the basic. We'll move on in writing our code. Let me close this and come back to our shell, our console. All right. Where are we starting? This, right? So, like I was saying earlier, in every programming language, there are functions that will help you view whatever that you are writing. And in Python, one of those functions is called print. In Python, it's called what? Print. So that's one of the functions in Python, which is called what? Print. Let me make sure that you people are seeing what I'm doing. Okay, good and fine. So it's called print. Now, when you print something, print means to output your code to the console, right? To output your code to the console. So in Python, has a print that help you to output your code to the console. And like we all are aware in JavaScript, you have some data type like string, numbers, boolean. So the same way we also have them in Python. In Python, print, like I explained, helps to facilitate printing or printing your object in the console. Now, if I want to print a particular number of 100, I just use print, then run my code. When I run the code, you see that we have a particular number of what? Of 100. You can see it here. And in this 100 that we printed, the 100 also have a type. If I want to print welcome to Skyline ICT Console Limited, I just welcome to Skyline ICT, and you try to print this. When it prints, you notice that we have some bug. Now, what you are seeing here is print welcome to Skyline, invalid syntax. So this invalid syntax means that you are going against the rule of Python. So Python have rules that you must follow. And in programming is a profession. That means that profession, you must follow a standard way of doing things. There is no way you can go to the back door, or there's no way you can come up with your own way of doing it. So follow the pattern, learn the syntax, how it works, how the syntax works. Follow those instructions. Don't bother to know everything at this particular moment because you are still getting conversant with the syntax. Like I said, print is used to output something in the console, not just anyhow write up. Now, look, you've noticed what we did here. We tried to write a particular words without putting uh, uh, quotation, right? Without putting quotation marks. And the Python is saying that I don't really understand what you are doing. If you want to write a string, like I said, the strings are sequence of characters. You need to put them in between what a quotation mark, right? So it is important that we do that. Put it in a quotation. Then when we are done, let's clear this, and then you run your code. Now, Python handles different objects based on their type. For example, in Microsoft Word, if you want to open a Microsoft Word document, it must end with .document, right? Now, if you also want to open a PDF document, that PDF document must have a type. So this way, the computer can be able to understand what the file is all about and how to interpret that file and then print out the content of that file. If you don't have a PDF in your system and try to open a PDF file, probably it may open to a web browser. That's another option. Now, the same thing goes to Python. Every line of code, every object in Python must have a type. If whatever you're writing, you must make sure that you understand that type. Okay, let's say, for example, uh, you went to grind beans, right? And at the process of grinding beans, you decided to grind stone, to add a lot of stone, maybe either to, instead of a machine that is meant for grinding beans, it's okay. You went and use it to grind, let's say palm kernel. Of course, at that particular moment, it's going to crash because the machine is not meant to grind what? Palm kernel. The same way we have, whenever you are using unidentified formats in Python, what happens is that it's going to crash. It's crashing because the Python was not able to understand the type of that object. Now, how do we identify types? Now, if you want to know the type of each object that we are using, like this welcome to, of course, everyone know that it's string. How do you know it's string? Now, when you come here, Python has a function that can help you identify a type. And that function is called what? Type. In JavaScript, it's called typeof, right? Now, I can't just write this type without adding something. So it is better that we add this type in this parenthesis. It's better that we add something in that parenthesis for it to work. So we can also comment on this. Then if we want to write a type of a particular object, what we need to do is to print what? To print. So we can come here and try to type. Inside this tab, we wrap this inside inside the parentheses. Then let me clear this. The minute I clear this and I run this code, you notice that we have a type of a string. So remember the last class we mentioned about what? String, which I said that what? Sequence of what? Of characters. So they are sequence of characters. Now there are different way of writing this string and a different way of printing out this stream. Now we've been able to know that a type of a stream. So a stream is a sequence of characters that are wrapped into the the quotation mark. So you have the open and closing of the quotation mark. Those are what? Those are streams. Now, if I remove the quotation mark and then decide to type 400 and then I run, when I run this, I will notice that we have a different type of int. So every object in Python must have a type. Now, when an object does not have a type and it tries to type it, then when you run it, that means we have violated the rule. Then our grinding machine have crashed because this machine is not meant to handle this kind of type of object. So you are seeing here name error. GGGGTG is not defined. It's not what? It's not defined. Now, if you also decide to, so okay, let's use 3.60, $3.23, and then let's know the type of this. And when it comes, you notice that we have a type of what? Of floats. So this is how Python handles different types of objects. So I want you to know tonight is that every object in Python belong in a particular class. So that's why you are seeing this class here. So it belongs in a particular class. The same way humans have different classes. So the same object have classes. So any object you are seeing, the first thing you're going to ask, what class does it belong? Then if you don't know, you wrap that object in a type, which will help you to identify the type of that particular object. Are we communicating? Are we communicating? Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Is this one clear? If it's not clear, let me recap again. Is this particular one clear? Before we move into another one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic. So
You can touch it again.
Huh? You say what? Okay, I'm going to comment on this now, right? I even prefer even more watching this on another what they call it. Instead of watching directly, you can click on the link. You'll be seeing everything I'm doing. Maybe you can only be hearing my voice, so that it will help you understand better. So now what we are going to do next is to see the different way of writing string in Python. So we have different ways of writing string in Python, which we are going to do. So let's say here, there's one object in Python that they call new line. Most people have used it in JavaScript, and we are going to make use of that new line. So here I have a very long string. Let me print this. So welcome to Skyline ICT Consult. Come, no, I'm not going to limit my capacity of men. I'm not going to lock me at you. I don't know what you. How many people that I have here? How many people can I have? Okay. I think I know go use my bandwidth finish you. I don't get strength. Money for no join. People, many people join. All right, let's fire down. All right. Welcome to Skyline HD Consult Limited, comma. Consult. Then let's have that comma. Consultancy. Then well, innovation and technology meets. All right. All right. So Now, this is what I have here. And if I decide to run this, I notice that we have all this in what? In one line. Now, one thing about Python is that Python have an option of okay, they are even giving me option. So let me print another one and put this here. All right. Okay. Let's run that again and see. All right. Now, if you look at what we have here, and Python have a way of breaking, adding new line. Let's say you are writing an object, you want to add a new line, right? So what you need to do is very simple. You come here, with place you want to add a new line, you put your backslash and then put n. So this backslash n stand for what? A new line. So that is very simple way of adding your what? A new line. So immediately you click that, you see that. Let me clear this so that we can have a clearer view. You notice that we have a what? A new line from ICT. So you can start to have also a new line from innovation. So you use back and then this, you run it again. You can see that we have a new line. So that's how we can add new line in Python. And let's talk about concatenation, right? So in every programming, have a way of combining different types of objects together, handling different types of objects together. Let's say I have a particular variable, right? We've done variable, which we are going to recap again. I have a particular variable. To write a variable in Python is very, very simple. Like I explained, variable is a container, right? It's like just a container where you store your information, right? You store those information temporarily in the memory of what? Of the computer. The reason why you are storing them is to use them later, but it's temporarily stored to also enable you store them in database. So everything, both your username, both your password, everything that you are doing on social media are stored in a variable, right? Let's say I want to store a variable of an amount, right? Or a product amount. I can create a variable of what? Of products. Then that variable of product, I assign it a product. Can assign it let's say computer, right? I assign a product as a computer. So this is a what? A variable. So a variable is a container, right? So that container contain what? A value. So this variable can contain a number, right? There I can say amount, right? This variable can contain what? A number. It can contain a string, it can contain any types of objects at all. So now remember, we have two types of what? Of objects. Now in Python, what we call concatenation. So the concatenation is a process of what? Of combining two streams, different types of streams together in order to have them as what? As one, right? If I want to have this as one, I will say, let's say we say print excuse me. So can try to say I have just purchased a computer, right? Now for me to add this computer inside this sentence. Remember, this is a string. So if I come here and write computer, then when I write that computer, you notice that I have a syntax error, right? Then close by. In this syntax error, if I print this out, you notice that I have a syntax error. If you are not too sure about this error, what you need to do is very simple. You copy this, copy it, and then go to Google. Let's go back there. Let's run it again. So let's run it again. Why is my stuff not showing it? Huh?
It's showing.
Okay, it's showing there. Okay. Maybe it's from my. Let me reload the page. Probably network issue. Okay, let's run it again. All right. So now what you need to do is that copy this and then come to Google. Google, I'm still copying the same thing. So come to Google and paste this. Why is it giving me the same thing? Okay, just then when you will notice that there are a lot of people that also have the same error with you, right? They are not just the first programmer that have the same error. You can see different uh, dates. Then you click on this. Always copy the error you are having. Then this one said, why I am getting invalid syntax. Perhaps you forget a comma, right? So when you read, scroll down, you look at people responses, right? So you might want to place another plus sign on the other end for an input variables. So you look at different people's opinion. The other way of doing this is that if you have AI, I think AI will also give you more, uh, more will be more descriptive and more friendly in responding. Can quickly go to AI and say, I have error in my Python code. So make sure that you communicate very well. You don't just copy and paste and expect the AI to immediately understand. Uh, okay, I have an error in my Python code. Then let's send this. Then AI will request to send him the code, right? To send him what? The code. Right? Please share the screenshot of the specific error you're having. So then you come to this place and copy. Then when you copy all this, go to AI and hit submit. So this is debugging we are doing, right? So this is what AI said. It says that the error in your code is due to missing quotation mark around the word computer in the print statement. And said the correct line should be right. So you can AI have been able to correct and be able to dictate the problem you are having. So make sure that you read and understand. Now you know that the reason why you're having this error because you did not add the second quotation mark. So this is what we're having here. But AI did not even, I think AI did not AI did not even give us the correct answer, right? But that is a variable. That is not. Then what you need to do now is that AI is pointing out what the issue is, but AI does not have access to your code. So what you also need to do is to send him the snippet of what? Of the code. Copy and send. So with this, AI can give you a clearer solution or explanation of what is happening with your code. So it is very important that if you send the error, you also send the code. If you send only the error, AI may not know what to do, can only tell you what is the problem. Now, look at what he said. He said, this error in your code occurs because you are trying to concatenate a string with a variable without using the correct syntax. You can fix this by either using plus operation to concatenate string or use fstring formatted literal for a better readability, right? Now this is what he did, and he have two options. He did the first one and he did the second one. So the reason why we are having this error is because we did not put plus, which we call what? Concatenation. I explained that earlier. So what we are doing here is what we call debugging. How you can debug your issue out, how you can fix any issue you're having. So the first thing is go to Google. When you don't understand the one for Google, come to AI, send the error, send your code. This will help you fix it. Are we together? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
This will help you fix the issue that you're having. Now, using AI is very important. AI have made it very easy for everybody now. So if you're having any issue or you're going through a lot, don't bother yourself. Copy that code, copy the error, go to AI. Tell AI, this is what I am facing, or this is what I'm trying to achieve. It is not working. AI will immediately give you the solution and help you fix that issue. For me, I use more of AI in solving my issues in debugging. I use Forum for different experience, because AI can only give you one idea of achieving something, but Forum can give you different experience and different ideas you can use to achieve that particular problem. So like here I have said, we need to put a plus here, right? Come, who they do this thing? Probably I will block you people. Stop touching my code. Allow me to be doing what I'm doing. You when I add plus, those are those. Who is that person? I will remove you people. You are abusing this platform. You people are abusing this platform. You are why you are touching my code. When I see you, so and they are even removing my cursor. Come, listen, listen, listen. Respect yourself. All right. So what we need to do is to add what so computer. Okay, product rather. Product. So when I call this product, I have purchased a what? A plus. Right. So when I put plus, so what I'm going to do is to quickly clear this off. Then when you come here, let uncomment on this. Right. Now, you say that I have purchased what? A computer. So you can see this is how we can concatenate. So as I say, concatenation is combining two different objects streamed together as what? As one. So I have purchased what? A computer. Now, if you notice something, the A and computer are together, right? So who can tell us how to fix this issue so that they can have space? It's a very simple task to achieve. So anybody can help us out on how to achieve this. Fire down, my brother.
Okay, sir. I will put a space after the A.
You say put a space where?
After the A.
After the A. So
Yes.
yeah, of course, you can put a space after the A, and boom, that would also fix the issue that you're having. Then let's also do the same thing. I also want to say for I purchase for the amount of for just a token of now if you notice what we're having here, we're having issues, which is what syntax error. Now the reason why this man is not working is because this is a variable and this is a string. So in order to fix this issue again, we need to also do what we call to concatenate, right? Now to concatenate. So we concatenate, and then we come here and run this. I've purchased a laptop for, so we also need to add space, then click remove all these things, and then run it again. I'll purchase a laptop for just a token of, then the amount, and then we also need to concatenate. Then when you concatenate, you maybe you run this, you need to complete this. So let's run it again. Amount, clean up this and run again. And you notice that we are having a problem. And now what a problem we are having, read the error very well. Read the error very well. It said, print, I have purchased a product plus for just a token amount. It said type error can only concatenate string, not int. Now, this is a problem now. And this is a problem we should fix. We are trying to combine amount. An amount is a type of what? Integer, right? We've done that already. And we see that amount is an integer, while the product is a string. And Python is telling us there is no way this can work, right? There is no way this can work. What you are going to do is very simple. I know what to do, but I don't want to do it. I want us to debug, right? Let's assume that I don't really know what is happening and say, why am I having this error? So what you need to do is copy this, come to Google. But like I told you, you're also going to do debugging. What differentiates a good programmer and a best programmer is a way of solving issues, the ways of looking at things and be able to solve them with other people's experience. Some people will abandon it because they don't know where to go about it. So we are having this issue. Let's assume we don't really know what's happening, and we click on this. Now, it's also very important to read the description of the issue before moving straight to people response. This person said how to resolve type error can only concatenate string, not int, to string duplicates. He said, I've decided to make some kind of secret code for testing purpose with Unicode. I've done that by adding numbers to Unicode, so it would be kind of secret. I've been getting this error, but I don't know how to solve this. Is there any solution? Now the guy sent his code. Now when you look at this code, is concatenating this, which is a string, right, and a number. So let's move down, and this is the error that is having the same error which we are having here. That means we are on the right track. So you come down, the person said he wrote his own updated code. However, let's move to the response. And you have about 172 response. He said Python working on a bit differently to JavaScript. For example, the value you are concatenating needs to be the same type, both string, integer, or string. That means number one rule in Python is that if you are concatenating an object, it must be the same type. Unlike JavaScript that you can concatenate any type of object you want at all. So if you want to use two objects at once, it must be of the same word or the same type in Python. Then if it's of the same type, that means amounts, which is integer, and string cannot work together. Then let's read ahead and know what the issue is all about. Now he said, to resolve this issue, just add string to your number or value like this, right? Then let's move ahead. Why should I have string? Why would you just ask me to add string? We should know why we should add string, right? Then I think we also have other people different ways. So like what I said, it's also very important to use Stack Overflow because you are going to be having different way of doing different things, but the AI can only give you one way of doing it, right? So this guy said what equals to this text f is a test that can be run, blah blah blah. Here's the input. So the another person is giving another way of doing it. Say this issue can be attempting to evaluate an expression where a variable is the stream of a numeric. So convert the stream to an word int. The scenario is specific to this question. While iterating, it is important to be aware of type. So you can see it's very important to always know, be aware of types of object. Now, why should we put it? Now, let me tell you why. Now, the why you should put in is that this man, let's comment on this and look at the two type. So if you come here and put type, then cover this on parentheses, then do the same thing here. I want to use it to show you. Then run this code. Let's clear this off. Then when you run this code, okay, let's print them. Sorry. So let's print. You can see if you don't print, you're not going to come up. So let's print product. Then let's print. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have computer is a type of. So I put my quotation mark here. Let me also use this, put comma, so that I will not have error. So the next one here, I'm also going to print this. You can see amount is a type of. So all right, so let's run this code. Now when you run this code here, amount is type of. Okay, they are telling us that a stream dictate at. So you look at the line where we are having this code, this line 10. So go to line 10, you will notice that we're having quotation mark. So let's clear this, then run it again. Now if you look at what is happening here, you know that amount is a type of what? A class of string, right? So this string, this string this string converts any type to a stream of character, right? Now, so when you look at stream, a class of stream, so if you want to convert any particular class to a stream, you need to call what? A stream. Now, if you look at here, you see that we have integer, int, right? So if you want to convert any character from integer to a string, you need to what? You need to convert it to what? To a string, to an integer. So I want you to understand that each of these types are different. So if we want this to work, we need to convert this to what? To a string. So let me, the same thing we have in the amount, we have a class of what? Integer. So these are two different types of objects. And for us to do that, of course, you cannot convert computer to a number because it's not possible, not going to be possible, right? Computer is not a number. Let's be very logical here. So the possible way of doing it is to convert the amount to a stream so that both can work together, right? So what I'm going to do here is to quickly move this type, remove this type, also remove this type, then comment on this because I'm not going to be needing it for now. Come down to here, then uncomment on this. So after I'm done commenting on this, so what I'm going to do, we can either do it in two ways. Either we'll convert from here or we'll create a different variable to convert the amount. So let me just do it from here directly. So who can tell us how to convert this based on the research we've done? Hello? Who can tell us how to convert this to a stream? Nobody? Nobody?
Cannot see your screen.
Who can tell us how to convert this? To a stream?
It's to put invited commas.
To
put invited commas. Put invited comma.
To put invited comma? I don't understand.
So use the string character, the one after the product.
Okay. All right. So with the string,
You put
wrap this man in a stream, and then we'll be able to convert this man in a stream. So when you see this means to convert in a stream. However, let me undo this and see how we can also use AI to debug our problem. So you can just come here, copy this, then go to AI. I am having another error. Then wait for AI to request so let's provide the code. Then so don't just bother about. Now look at what AI is saying. Even without seeing the code, it says can only concatenate stream, not int, to string occur because you are trying to concatenate a string with an integer. So you can quickly come back here and copy your code and send to ChatGPT. I already resolved the issue for you, right? You need to convert the integer to a string before concatenating, right? So that's what they said. And then he said 2 ways. And AI is giving us 2 ways of doing this. So we'll move to this, not now. But when we are conversant with whatever we are, with some basic of Python, then we move to that. Then click on here, and of course, AI will automatically write the stuff for you, so you can see. And he also recommends you should use this which is more preferable, right? There's a way of doing that which is more preferable, and we are going to see that later, that you don't need to convert. But however, let's take it gradually. We'll get to that and see how we can fix it. Start using our format F-string, which I'm going to be looking at. That will be in our day 2 of 100 days in Python. So let's go back. Of course, another way of doing this also is, I think, using comma, right? When you use comma can as well help to fix that issue, as like I said, comma can as well help fix it. So you notice that you don't necessarily need to be converting this. You just put comma and it is what it is. Comma will just convert it for you automatically, right? Now, if you use it, you just do something the type of this. Let's see what's going to happen. And then print. Okay, we still have the integer, right? So let's put the comma, and of course, comma will just convert this for an integer, be able to help you for the code not to break, right? So let's try to add amount here. So we need to add amount. So to add amount here, we call another stream. We put naira, right? Put another stream. So don't need to put comma, and it is what it is. So let's load this, and you see that we have let's clean this up. Okay, the space that is there, comma always add space. Comma is not the right. Okay, let's try this and see. Okay, still the same thing. So what we are going to do here is we use plus. Yeah. So if we use plot, we're still going to have the same issue. So you use plot, then convert it to stream, so that we can be able to add like naira, sign, and boom. So we have it here, right? So you can see that now we now have a naira sign. So this is just a stream. Of course, as our stream, we need to put it, and then we use plus to concatenate this, and it is what it is. We have this naira. So who don't understand this code, this particular code? Who don't understand the code? Any question regarding this code, so that I move to the next? Okay, so we've done about the stream. We've done a bit about the debugging, and let's talk about the input, the variable. So let's talk about variable, and then when we are done with the variable, we then move to input. After we're done with the input, then we create a very little application before we wrap it up. Any question regarding what we've taught so far, the area that you need clarification, please? If you need clarification, you want the area you don't understand, the code you don't understand, please ask your question. Let me see how we can resolve that before moving to the next topic, variable. Any question? Hello? Are we together here? I mean, I don't sleep.
Yes. Yes, sir. We're together.
No, you are not together. You sound like somebody that is just waking up. Yeah?
We are together, sir.
We are together, sir.
We are not together. I'm in Port Harcourt. I don't know where you are. So we are together. We are not.
We are flowing.
You are free. Tell me you are flowing. At your fire down, have you?
Yes. Go on, see you.
At your fire up or fire down? Which of them?
Up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Look about variable. Who can tell me what is variable and why do we need variable? Well, who can tell me what is variable and why do we need variable? Hello? Hello? Let me call names now, so I don't want to answer. Ugu Obina, Michael. Ugu,
Right.
what is variable?
Okay. Actually, variable is like a container where we store data for future reference. It creates a temporal memory in the computer and store a particular data that we can call anytime and use in the program.
Okay. All right. That is what variable is all about. Let me call another person. Anna Ayo Joshua. Anna Ayo Joshua. No sleep. Yes, no. I know them. I will not call Chidima. Chidima, you guru. I know feel like I don't want to call you, but I call you Sha. Chidima, Chichi. Chichi Becker. Chichi. She don't sleep. Right. Poor girl. Chika. Chika Ibeto. He be okay. Okay. Yeah. He don't sleep. What a poor boy. Chinedu Mbachu Gochuku. Don't sleep. What a poor man. Chris Nelson
Same as Robin. I'm using my two systems, sir.
is the person that responded now.
Yes.
You have multiple characters. Then that one a woman, this one a man. Tijani. Poor man, he does
Good
sleep.
evening, hi chief. You no
Yes.
sleep, oh.
So fire down.
Well, variable is a way to store and reference a value in a program as it applies to our own now in Python. They are used to store data, all the data, say number, complex number, string list, etc. And they play a crucial role in writing efficient and readable code. I'm done, sir.
Okay. All right. That's okay. Okay, let's move into that now. Variable. For me, is a name that refers to what a value in Python. I'm talking about Python, not other programming language, because variable are also in every other word programming language. So, like, so variable is a name. Shall I have it here? So now, variable is a name that refers to a value. Now, a name, they have something like age. Then we have the value of the age. Let's say I'm 25 years. That's my age. You understand? So, variable, a variable name is a name that refers to a value. A variable is a name that what refer to what a value. So at this moment, referring to a value using equals the equal symbol, the name which is referring to that value is called what? A value. Let's think of a variable as a what? As a label for a container, right? So a label for what? For a container, or let's say like a container that holds information. A pot of soup is a variable. A pot of ewedu and amala is a what? A variable, because it's holding a value. A value of what? Ewedu, and a value of what? Amala, right? Now, remember, amala and ewedu, the pot is temporarily holding those amala, because the stomach will permanently consume the what? The amala. So whatever the variable is holding, it is temporary, because you will end up what? In the database. The same way a pot of soup will end up in the stomach of Hilson and Chidinma. In the same way, variable will end up storing those information in the database. So it stores them temporarily in the computer memory. Are we communicating? Are we communicating? Say communicate. So
Yes,
now
Communicate.
move ahead.
Communicate.
All right.
Fire down, fire down.
All right. Now, in every thing you are doing in life, there must be rules and regulation. There are rules and regulation of writing word variable. And number one rule of writing variable is that if you're writing a variable, let's say I want to write full name, right? Full word name. This is what we call illegal word variable. It is not accepted. Are we communicating? It is not what accepted. Now, another thing, a variable can also start with a number. This is not accepted as well in a variable, right? Then the variable can only contain alphanumeric. Now, variables are also very sensitive, case sensitive. So, variables are what? Case sensitive, right? You can say full name and then you have another full name, right? Now, this particular variable are not the same. Like I told you, they are what? Case sensitive. They are not the same. If I have to print this man, full name, and print full name, console.log, notice that, let me comment on all this. Notice that they are not what? They are not the same. They are not the same. So, very, very important. Let's do something to assign. Before we do that, let's go more in depth, more advanced in what? In variable. So move to more advanced in what? In a variable. Now, like I explained earlier, variable hold what? A value. Something that very, very valuable. In we hold a value. So we can also decide to have so this variable holds what? We have another one, amount equals to 5.20, right? Then and that way that a variable, we can also assign a multiple value in what? In a variable. A multiple value in a variable, and also a single value in a variable. Let's say I have Skyline, right? I have these three names. I can decide to put this in different variable, and they will serve as one. So what I need to do is to come here and put space, then put column, semicolon, put semicolon here, put semicolon here, quotation mark rather, put quotation mark here, then space and space. So I can decide if we print this now. Let's see what's going to happen. Of course, we're still going to have the same thing. Now, if I come here and say this is first name, first underscore name, or last name, let's start because my surname is there. Last name, last name. So that one is first name, name, then other name, name. Let's close this. Let's collapse it. All right. So in this other name, you print last name, let clear, and then run it. You notice that we have Urisa, right? Then if you print another one again, first name, first name, Macaulay, print another one again, other name. You see what we have. So variable can hold a lot of value. So this is how you can assign variable. There's no other way of assigning variable. So there's no limitation to a particular type of variable you can assign. Now let's look at local and global variable, right? Now, like I said, variable also have a scope, a local and a global variable. Remember, we talk about local and global variable. So who can tell me what is global variable? So let me call some of the students that are here. Yishin, have you slept?
Yes, sir. No, I'm not.
Okay. Can you tell us what is the global variable?
Yeah, a global variable is a variable that is outside the block and is usable anywhere in the code.
Okay. Let's say we have occupation equals to software dev, right? Then let's look for a function. So a function, we just define a function. So we want to define a function in Python, use function. We are not getting to the function yet. Use what? Define, right? So define will help us define what? A function. Then we could write the name of the function. Let's see, function job, right? Then inside the job, we then have a parenthesis and enter. Then when you enter here, let's try to access the occupation, right? Let's try to access the occupation. You can say print occupation. Of course, this will print because this man can be accessed after this function. So if you come here, delete, and then save this. Okay. Now for this function to work, we need to invoke the function, right? So when you create a function, for you to access whatever that inside that function, you need to what? To call the function by calling the job. So what we need to do here is to call the what? The job, and the pass in this function outside here, right? And then hit. You can see we have what? The job description of this man is a software developer. Let's check this, the job description. Job this. So let me also come here and do job this. So when you put the job description of this man, it's giving you what? Skyline. Now let's also come here and promote this occupation. Let's comment on this. You can see promotion equals to software engineer, right? So we need to put this in what? The parentheses. Then when you come here, print promotion. Let's call it here promotion. Then of course, if you run this, you are going to see the word software engineer, right? Now let's try to call this outside the variable promotion. Now, even with this red stuff you are having here, this red underline, it means that there is a problem. So if you run this code, of course, you are going to have a lot of error, right? So it's telling you that this is not what? It's not defined. This particular one is not defined. And in this kind of situation where you have, okay, I'm calling this now, why it's not defined? Because it's not a what? A globe. It can only be accessed between the block of this function. So anything outside this function would not be acceptable. So who can tell us how to convert this particular promotion to a global variable? So who can help us? Who can help us? Nobody. Nobody can help us. You should know. You should not want to. Jasper Green. Man, no people that I will suspend now. The way they sleep. Jasper Green. Ah, man, come out. Jasper Green is sleeping. The move. If I block, if I am blocking, I'll block you, but man, no do that. If a Chuku, John. Oh yeah, fire down. How do we convert this into global variable? Huh? How do you convert this into a global variable? Ifechuku, I will remove you. Are you sleeping? Jeff. Kinsley, Kiso. As Kiso don't sleep. Became good. This one, then they snub by now. Became good. I mean, became God. Wachuku always having network issue. Wachuku. Almost everybody here don't sleep. Ojo, Chai, what a world. Osita, Shadrach, Victor
Sir,
Donkey. Hey, wow. Oh, yeah, tell us how to add a global variable.
sir, I don't know, but we have two ways of doing it. What if we define it before the scope, or we use the global term, like global, the variable we want to define, so that we can access it anywhere?
Okay, to define this in the variable, we are going to use global keyword, right? A global keyword. So you can come here and this man, you can set it to what? Global. Global, right? So when you put global, it will help turn that man to what? A variable. So you need to call it global before you assign. So remove this assignment, call it a global, and then assign promotion. So when you call that global, then you assign something on that variable, right? So call here, copy it, and then put it here. Remove all this. All right, come on, remove this one. Then run it again. Let's delete this. Then print. Try to print the promotion again. Of course, this time around you're not going to be having. So basically, that's how you can create a global variable. You know, that's how you can create a global variable. I will call it off for today. Anybody have any question? I know most people have